परिधानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरवेशे नमः। जय रूप सनातन भक्त रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भक्त दास रघुनाथ। जय गोसाई करी चरण वंदन जय केतनाथ अभीष्ट पुराण महाभावस्वरूपतम कृष्ण प्रिया भयसी भक्ति देवी राधिकेतां नमाम्यहम्। राधे वृंदावनविषे करुणामृतवाहिनी कृपया निजपदाब्ज दास्यं मह्यं प्रदीयताम्। वन्दे नन्दाव्रजस्त्रीणाम् आदरेण मुदीक्ष्णसं यशाङ्गली कपोदितं पुनाति भुवनत्रयम्। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य दयानिधि नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री गौर भक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम।
So Tulsi Devi, she is Bhagavad Priya. She is only meant to be offered for Krishna's seva. Sometimes one puts a nose ring, puts a hole in his nose, he puts Tulsi there. Sometimes one puts Tulsi around his neck, or as a bracelet, or as an ornament, or as a hat. Say he puts Tulsi and say Maya cannot touch him. But if Bhagavan, he is given this order that Tulsi should be offered. So does that mean that you use Tulsi for your own sake? And if you cannot offer to Bhagavan independently, you put it around your neck, then this is also misuse of one's independence. Because she is Bhagavad Priya, so how can you possibly put her around your neck? Saying, now I put Tulsi around my neck, I can do anything I feel like. This way, moment after moment, this way keeping Tulsi as witness, doing all kinds of bad things. So will she be happy? Has Bhagavan given this order that you misuse Tulsi Devi? Bhagavan's order is that you offer Tulsi at his lotus feet. In this way, until here, he has given this order. But Guru Vaishnavas, they because they're very dear to Bhagavan, therefore all these Bhagavan's remnants, then they offer to Bhagavan. Then they distribute to the devotees. They say if you honor these remnants, then you'll be able to offer yourself and you'll be ready for Bhagavan's seva. But if you have Tulsi around our necks only for enjoying, then we are actually opposing Bhagavad seva. We are accepting that which is unfavorable rather than that which is favorable. So in this way, you'll have to consider all these things. So in Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatana Goswami has described Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he has collected all these instructions. Let's say in Ramanujacharya Sampradaya, in Sri Rangam, he opened this 108 Vaikuntha Mukurams temples. So there, as many pujaris are there, then for Bhagavan's seva, they put Tulsi on around their necks. And then after Bhagavan's seva has been finished, then they remove the Tulsi. Because there are also some householders. And so the jiva is using everything for his own enjoyment. Therefore, Tulsi should not be used as a commodity. She is Bhagavad Priya, she is Lakshmi Sarupa. So will she tolerate that if someone misuses her? So if her character is not good, then how can we put Tulsi on our necks? We do bad things. Therefore, in Sri Sampradaya, there is very strict discipline. Don't put Tulsi on your neck and do nonsense things. So today is Gopal Bhatta Goswami's Bhavtiti and Ramchandra Kaviraj's Tirubhavtiti. So, in his childhood, when Gopal Bhatta Goswami appeared in Sri Rangam, then his father, Venkat Bhatta, he was his elder brother was Prabhu Sasi Thakur and Thirumal Bhatta. And so they were the main sevaks of Ranganath. So from the very childhood, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he would always he would always have this chance to serve. Often the Upanayana Sanskar, every day he'd be ready for Ranganath's Seva. And they say, as long as the instructions of the Shastras are not followed, then they don't follow, then one cannot properly serve Ranganath unless he follows the regulations of the Shastras. So from his very childhood, he had this natural taste to serve Ranganath. And his father, all of them, they saw that this boy, he had natural inclination. So this boy, he had all this auspicious faith. Especially in Sri Sampradaya, they have this faith based on Gaurav, awe and reverence. So this Seva was his life. And beginning from Mangalarti until the Shayanarti, he would render all these different services. And beginning from Mangalarti until Shayanarti, carry out all these different services in the Ranganath temple, and he'd pray to Bhagwan that may even one moment of my life, may I not lose even one moment of my life. May I not be a slave of anyone else for even one moment of my life. This wealth is yours, so this body is yours, so I only wish to offer myself in your seva. Therefore, from the very beginning, before Mangalarti, he'd go bathe in the Kaveri, in Buttilakan, and according to his Vaishnava Vidhi, he'd do Achman, chant mantras, and I say this Vidhi, this regulation to follow Upasam would be followed by him. First he'd do Mansi Seva very nicely within his mind. And then he do Archan of Shri Vigraha. So they say, Bhagwan himself has accepted this form as a deity and is manifested in this world. So this Archa is the manifestation of the Vigraha. So doing Archan, then all this natural love, this Sadbandhuvat, this Sambandha that one has, will naturally have a Sambandha. And one will serve with so much love. Sarchavatar Shri Vigraha. Like a small boy, when he takes birth, he doesn't know anything. Doesn't know what to eat, where to sleep. His hands and legs don't move. He can't understand anything. He only opens his eyes and sometimes he weeps. This is his only business. To open eyes and weep. Even if mosquitoes are biting him, he cannot even chase the mosquitoes away. So Archavatar also, he manifests in this way. And the Seva performs his Seva with love. Then by that Seva, Bhagwan, he is bound by that love and he manifests himself. First as the Vigraha. And then when the Sambandha is had, then he manifests himself to his Bhakta. And he accepts all his services. And so the Sevak also cannot remain without his Prabhu. And the Prabhu also cannot remain without his Sevak. And so they have a very reciprocal relationship. They cannot live without one another. They have no desire except this Seva, rendering this Seva and accepting this Seva. So, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, from his very childhood, he be serving Bhagwan. Be listening to these instructions of the Alvars. Because in the Ranganath temple, in the courtyard of the temple, there in the eastern direction, there is the Bhajan Kutir Premananda, his deity, and every day for 1 hour in the morning, they do Prarthana. And there they glorify him. Because Without serving Guru, without doing Guru Puja, Bhagavan will not accept your seva. Therefore, first there's Srinath Muni and Yamunacharya and Ramanujacharya, and there's Govindacharya, there's the Sevaks and the Dibba Alvars, the 12 Alvars, and every day there's Taustutis are sung. And this way they carry out their services while offering these Taustutis. And so they all do Kirtan, and they're all empowered by the Shakti, and they all become absorbed in their different sevas. So in Gopal Bhatta Goswami, when he would listen to their Taustutis, how Ramanujacharya, how he propagated Sri Vaishnavism, and he preaches his bhakti everywhere. Then by listening to everything, he had this desire in his heart that how can I meet these Dibbalvars and have that association, because without satsang one cannot benefit himself. Unless one gets that higher taste, how can one give up this Vishai sang? However, these Vishais are always thirsty for enjoyment. However, if someone's stomach is upset, then they say, oh, you're all doing upvas, that's why your stomach is upset, you're fasting always. And then as soon as the stomach pain becomes alright, then he eats 10 times more. So they say the bhogis, they'll show one day that I'm Vairagi, I'm Tyagi, I'm renunciant. And then when they get the opportunity, then immediately they become like how they were before. They cannot control themselves. Therefore Krishna is saying that Vishayani Vartante Nirasya Dehinam, that once one day one follows Nirjala Ekadashi. I used to say in the Mathura temple, Guruji used to say, you're following Nirjala Ekadashi, but stay away from Jodras. Not just leaving water will do. If you don't drink water, and they say, if you're relishing these Jodras within your mind, you're relishing this Vishaya Bhog, then you see anyone and then you wish to embrace that person, kiss him or her, and then you're smelling all these kachodis, malpuas, and then you're actually drinking, you're giving importance to these rasas. So externally you're not eating, drinking anything, but here by all the senses you're relishing so many different rasas. See, one day he follows and then accept Vishayras. So what is of following? Fasting. Fast means what? To be near Bhagavan. So here I'm being near Bhagavan by accepting his remnants. Therefore Guruji is saying, if you want to be free from this Vishay, then inside you have so much desire for enjoyment. There is the Falgun river. This river is flowing underneath but covered by sand. Even if you want to give up this desire is already lingering in your heart. So I say Gopal Bhatta Goswami is so much absorbed in Bhagavan Seva from his very childhood. When a bhoga would be offered, then his father, his uncle, there's so many thousands of pujaris there in Srirangam. So all of them, they would have these remnants of Ranganath. And they say they would take these remnants of Ranganath and another katha would take place. And they say wherever this katha would take place, Ramanujacharya's Bhajan Stale, and all devotees would come, they'd receive these remnants of Ranganath. So his father would ask him that, oh, this Bhalbhog has been done just now has been offered. This is Bhagwan's book. So for whom is this prasad? This prasad is for the pujaris. He said, no, Bhagwan's prasad is for the bhaktas. This is for everyone. Not just yours and mine. And how will you maintain yourself? He said, Bhagwan's love is for many. If we respect everyone, if we distribute his remnants to everyone, then Prabhu will surely be happy. And he will also love us. He knows what to do, what to accept, what to give. We are not his master. He is our master. So listening to these words, then beginning from early morning, in the afternoon, evening, sometimes you take a little Chanamrit, and then because the santas who had given him this prasad, they would give something, and then you take a little and distribute everything else to everyone. So in this way, by his behavior, the entire Srirangam, they started thinking that this small boy, maybe he is one of the Alvars. Because after Acharya Ramanuja, many divine associates of Bhagavan appeared. And they started preaching Bhakti everywhere. And so, this boy is not an ordinary boy. So he has his Divya Darshan. Very renounced. He has so much anurag. Even within this temple of Srirangam, there's a very nice garden, many flowers, fruits. And there are many things are there. So there's a big Gopuram there also. There's a big market there. And there are many Brahmins there. And this way all arrangements are there. And this way, from his very childhood, whatever nice things he would have, he would collect and offer to Ranganath. He was always thinking about this. And what did others do? Just by seeing this small boy, he was a Brahmin boy, and all good qualities, and very renounced from a very young age. Just by seeing him, that becomes so attracted. And whichever way they go, they'd give him all these gifts, and he would offer all that to Ranganath. See, the residents of Srirangam, there is Kaveri in the north, Kaveri in the south, and between there's an island. And there Ranganath's temple is situated on this island in Srirangam, and on all four sides there are huge walls. Seven walls. Within these 7 walls, the temple of Ranganath has been built. In previous times, Ramchandra had given this seva to Vibhishan. And Vibhishan, he would do his seva here. Prabhu, he didn't go to Lanka, he just stayed there. He didn't want to leave Ram, so Ram gave him this seva. So Gopal, he from his very childhood, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he would follow all the instructions of Shastras, chant these mantras. See, one knows all the instructions of Shastras, but he cannot follow them in his life. So he'd follow all of them in a very detailed way. And for those who wouldn't follow, he would say that you are Bhagwan's Pujari. If you yourselves don't follow and practice, then because of his offense, you will be punished. Then he'd say all the devatas, the 33 million demigods, they're all present. If you don't serve Bhagwan, then they cannot be free from this punishment. Because Bhagwan, he loves everyone. And see, father has love is for his son. But if the son will not follow the father's instructions and he does something bad, then the government will not leave him. Because even if he's father's son, still he'll have to go to prison. He'll be beaten by the police. He'll be punished. And he might even be hung. They might even hang him, kill him. Why? Because he's done something bad. So Gopal Bhatta, he would explain that if you have done something which is opposed to seva, then if you disobey, if you disrespect, if you leave it, then don't think this way, that you'll be spared, you'll be punished severely. So this way, by listening to the words of these people become, by listening to his words, they become very scared. And just see a small boy, he does so much seva, and every instruction of the Shastras he is following. And look at us, we are so old, and still we don't follow. So what will happen? Prabhu has given us this adhikar for seva, but if we don't follow, if we disrespect, we disobey, and then, like you gave the example that one person is coming bridegroom. Say the householder, he receives the marriage party, makes all facilities for eating, sleeping, and they're singing, dancing, and then he sends them away. So for Bhagavan's seva, so should Bhagavan not be served in the same way? If ordinary people are served in such nice ways, what is Bhagavan? So say these stutis of the Divyalvars, he himself would listen and he also would speak about them to everyone. He would make everyone practice these instructions of the Alvars. And they say all those who are lazy and all those who wouldn't chant their Mala Mantra from faith and who would sell Mahaprasad. Why? Then it's some dakshina and some money if you sell Mahaprasad here and there. So he said, you not do such business in the name of Mahaprasad. And they say slowly, when he became a little more older, then Mahaprabhu, he came there. And when Mahaprabhu came to Srirangam, then Mahaprabhu started dancing in front of Ranganath. When Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he gave the flower garland to Ranganath, and then Chandan, and then he received, and then he told his father that we have a nice garden, and we have a nice resting place for Bhagavan, so we'll take Mahaprabhu there. And this way, seeing this, Mahaprabhu saw how eager this boy was to serve him, then Mahaprabhu himself, his heart melted. So Mahaprabhu, the sannyasi, cannot stay in one place, keep wandering everywhere. But Chaturmasya started then. And in Chaturmasya, one person should not go here and there. Sit in one place and follow his vrata. And say, Mahaprabhu, he stayed in Srirangam. And every day he'd go to the Kaveri. So he'd go this north of Kaveri, south of Kaveri. So he'd go there with Kirtan, with Sankirtan. Before the pujaris, they all go there. Pujaris go during Brahma Muhurta, they bathe, they put tilak on, do Mala Mantra on the banks of the Kaveri, and they do Mangalati of Bhagavan. So when Mahaprabhu would go there, then all the abhaktas, they would also go there doing Sankirtan, go on a procession. Shobhayatra means procession. When Gopal, he would take Dwarkopin Bahirvas of Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu, after he had bathed, then he put tilak on and Achaman he do Chandamal mantra. Then all the people there, they'd sit together. And they do Shravan Kirtan with Mahaprabhu. Hollywood Goswami is written that if you want to control one person's mind, his consciousness, then he will have to enter into the fire. And fire cannot pacify that person. Even if he drowns in the water, even if he evaporates in the air, still his mind and his soul restless, cannot be controlled. Even if he's burnt, even if he's drowned, he cannot control his mind. But when Mahaprabhu, by such Hari Kirtan, then anyone who came in Mahaprabhu's association, all of them, they automatically became absorbed in Dhyan. Where did they come? They came to his Nitya Braj, near Golok Bihari, Shri Hari. And then this way, they became absorbed in Prabhu's Seva, in this Dasyaras, Sakyaras. And according to one's adhikar, one, according to this tendency of the soul, inclination, became absorbed in their corresponding seva. In this way, he became absorbed in chanting Bhagavan's names, chanting mantras. So Mahaprabhu, he empowered them in such a way that even without doing any sadhan, bhajan, no qualification, still, regardless of whether one is a Shudra, Brahmin, Sannyasi, still Mahaprabhu, he made everyone absorbed in this Harinam Kirtan. And this way, he made them qualified to be related to Nitya Braj. And then, after Mangalarti, Mahaprabhu, he go with Sankirtan everywhere. Everyone would go with Sankirtan. And Bhoga would be offered. And then Archan would take place. And then, where Mahaprabhu's Bhajan Kutir was, he'd go there. All kinds of devotees would be there. Someone would bring gifts. Say, what was Mahaprabhu's rule? His rule was that if any gift came, he'd offer in Ranganath Seva. And this Gopal, he would request that, oh, please give me some Chanamrit, some Mahaprasad. Then he said that, oh, this has already been offered in the Seva of the Bhaktas, so that it pleased them. And if the Bhaktas are pleased, then Bhagavan is automatically pleased. But without Mahaprabhu, without feeding Mahaprabhu, he did not eat anything. First he'd serve Mahaprabhu, feed Mahaprabhu, and then, while respecting his uncles and father, and after having distributed prasad to everyone, then he would honor Mahaprasad. Mahaprabhu, he said, there is Bhagavad Ras and Jada Ras. The Bhakta, distributes this Bhagavad Ras not for his own pratishtha, for his own name and fame, or so that he can get the blessings of others, and then he becomes something. Not for such give and take transactions. This is very selfless. If one has this Bhagavad Ras, then it is only for Bhagavan's Seva. whatever he receives is only for Guru Seva. So time Mahaprabhu, he every day he speak Harikatha. When this discussion came about that the Seva of Lakshmi Narayan is topmost, because the members of the Sri Sampradaya, they have this vichar that Lakshmi Narayan, they are Paratattva, no greater Paratattva than them. So Mahaprabhu, he didn't wish to engage in such tarka vitarka, such argument. And then he asked Venkatapad Thirumal Bhatta, and he asked all the Goshas and Pujaris that if Lakshmi Narayan are exalted Paratattva, then in Vrindavan, when Lakshmi ji came to Vrindavan and she started praying to Krishna that, oh, kindly accept me. And Krishna said, alright, I can accept you because I am a cowherd boy. And if I only accept cowherd women, so you take birth in the family of a cowherd family, you make cow-dung patties, you milk cows, and you marry some gopa. Then I can come. And she said, I'm a Brahmani. So how can I do this? So Krishna is saying, if you cannot be a cowherd girl, then how can I possibly accept you? Because I'm a cowherd boy. So Mahaprabhu said that just see, Lakshmi, she is Narayani, wife of Narayan, but why did she leave everything behind and come to Vrindavan? Why is she doing austerities? Where in Belwan? See, these bell fruits are very hard. Even crows cannot pick at these fruits. Very hard. So she's performing austerities in such a forest where such fruits are present. Very bitter. She's doing austerities there. And the Kaliya's wives, they said that what austerities has Kaliya done? That he has received your foot dust. Even Lakshmi Devi herself is performing austerities to receive that. See, how did Bhagavan's foot dust fall on his head? And Lakshmi Devi herself has given up all desires. She is practicing austerities. In Belwan, Bhagavan, what to speak of giving his foot dust? He didn't even let her enter Vraj. He never accepted her. So why is Lakshmi performing such austerities? Mahaprabhu is asking Venkatapad, if Narayan is Paratattva, Narayan is alongside him, why did she leave him? Come to Vraj. When Mahaprabhu, he said, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Te yuge yuge. That Krishna, he is Swayam Bhagavan. And then Mahaprabhu, he said, Ishwara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He said in the Shastras, it has been written. What has been written? They say that is Jamsa Kala Pumsa. They say that Jamsa Kala Pumsa. They say that all the parts and parts are of Narayan, not Krishna. Even Krishna. They break down the Sanskrit. They say Ete Chamsa Pumsa Avatar. They say Ete Chamsa Kala Pumsa. Then they say Ete Ansa Kala. Means there's a conjunct. They say even Krishna is a manifestation of Narayan. He is his Prakash Vigraha. Not that Narayan is Krishna's Prakash Vigraha. They say there are some Sanskrit constituents which separate certain words. There's the Chamsa Kala Pumsa. All these Ansakalas, they are Krishna's too. The Krishna, he is the noun, and all the others are adjectives qualifying the noun. So Krishna, he is Swayam Bhagavan. Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan, and all the others are his Ansakalas. Ram, Narayan, Nrsimha, Vishnu, they are all the part and pasts and expansions and incarnations of Krishna. So in this, there was this discussion. Then Mahaprabhu, he said, Brahma himself has said in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, that Krishna, he is Sachidananda Vigraha, he is everything. He is Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam, he is Anshi. And all the others are Anshas. See, Mahaprabhu gave thousands of examples. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he said this. So when they went to do puja of Ranganath, and Ranganath, he started praying. Then they started saying that Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan himself. And then Narayan, Mahavishnu, they are all his expansions and incarnations. So then, how can we make a decision for ourselves? So, we have to receive decision. Then, before Acharya Ramanuja left this world, he left his body behind. That any question you have, you can ask me. I'm still present here in one form. If you come during Brahma Murta, sit in front of me, then you chant your Mala Mantra, and if you ask any question, then this deity of mine will answer. So Ranganath, he said, alright, you can ask. Ranganath, he told them. So when they went to Ramanacharya, the Ramanacharya, he said, that if you want to know Bhagavan's tattvas, then you'll have to understand that Swayam Bhagavan, he is Krishna himself. But there is no manifestation of Bhagavan's opulence. There's only manifestation of sweetness. He said that Bhagavan, when he came to Braj, he left his godhood, concealed it. He concealed his godliness. He was only accepting the Prem Seva, the Rajavasis. Anyone who offers anything to Bhagavan, he accepts. But there are some rules and regulations. You see, if there's any pujari who's qualified, there's any acharya, guru. But in Braj, there is no such consideration. There everyone are priests. Anyone who cooks, they feed Bhagavan with whatever they've cooked. There the pujaris, there's no consideration. If one is a Rishi, Maharshi, Brahmarshi, there is spontaneous, natural seva. Only consider them to be their own. In other places, not everyone has the adhikar. Not everyone can enter inside the temple. If anyone goes and does arti, puja, offer bhoga, this cannot take place. No avatar of Bhagavan can do this. But in Braj, who's in Braj? Someone brings some butter in one's hand and Krishna himself runs to take that butter away from his hand. See, this fruit seller lady, she stood outside Krishna's gate and she was saying, take Govinda, take Madhav, take Damodar. Oh Kanhaiya, take these fruits. And Krishna, what did he do? And he came, he opened the gate. Because she also desires that he sit on her lap. And she said, at least give me some fruits now. He said, take everything, she said. He said, you give me some fruits. And who is the pujari here? But in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, they're bound by rules and regulations, but here they're bound by prem. And Prabhu took everything, he smiled and took everything away. Then now she was so happy. And then she was only thinking about him until evening. She only engaged in dhyan. But here the pujari is meditating that Krishna, please come and eat this bhoga. But Krishna comes or not, there is no guarantee. But there you see Acharya Ramanuj, he is saying, Siddhantasta Vedapi Shirisha Krishna Sarupayo Rasanat Krishna Krishna Rupamesha Rasastiti. Said by Siddhanta, Bhagavan and all his incarnations, they are non-different, they are complete. Vashishyate. All the incarnations of Bhagavan, they are complete. No one's less in any way. But Rasane Krishyate Krishna Rupamesha Rasastiti. If you do Rasvichar, then Krishna is the embodiment of all these rasas. So all these rasas are within him. It means he accepts everyone's seva. And the others, they think that if I don't take birth in a Brahmin family, if I don't become a scholar, then you'll not. Then they say you cannot be the Acharya, you cannot serve Bhagavan, neither can you offer bhoga. And they say, you see, even if a Brahmin Guru gives Diksha to his disciples, he will not accept from his own disciples. He'll offer bhoga by his own self and then he'll give that Mahaprasad. But he'll not accept what the disciples have cooked, because the disciples, he'll say they're impure. But our Kanhaiya, he is not like this. He even eats from everyone's hands. Ramchandra, he ate from the house of this tribal lady. And then when Jatayu left his body, he also performed Shad for Jatayu, because Jatayu was Dasharath's friend. So he treated Jatayu as his own father, performed his final rites for him. And then he also ate the fruits that Sabri offered. And sometimes you see, sometimes you didn't accept what Hanuman would offer. So you see, once Hanuman was serving Ram so much that they even had to force Hanuman to leave the palace. You say this Premananda. Krishna is the master of all such prem. So this rasa that Mahaprabhu described, when Gopal Bhatta Goswami heard all this, he said, in this world, there is the entire ocean. A flood may come. The entire world can be submerged. But this flood of prem, Mahaprabhu has given this, inundated the entire universe. Not just Srirangam, all of South India has become inundated by this flood of prem. Lachandas Thakur has said, Ela Gaura Sanidhi Kadambini Hoy. Bas Ela Gaura Desha Prema Vrishti Hoy. Hudu Hudu Shabda Ilo Shri Advaita Chandra. He brought this huge flood of prem to South India. It began just in Chaturmasya. In Chaturmasya, these rules are followed. If you don't have this Nishtha towards Ishtadev, if you don't know who your Ishtadev is, then who can you possibly serve? You don't know anything, still they're reading the Gita. They don't know what the Gita is. What is the use of reading the Gita then? Who is on reading the Gita for? Are they reading Gita for their own happiness? For Prabhu's happiness? So say, Mahaprabhu, he showed this Ishta. Who is the Ishta? So then, he took the essence of all the Shastras. He says, Siddhantasta Vedapi Shirisha Krishna Sarupayo. Narayana Krishna are non-different, but still Rasanat Krishyate Krishna Rupamesha Rasamstiti. See, Narayana doesn't have these rasas. He is always situated in Aishwarya Marg. But Krishna, he made everyone full of rasa. He made everyone qualified. He gave everyone this adhikar. And then he accepted them. He accepted their seva. Never hated them or despised them. And Maryada Purushottam Ram, just see how he was very strict. See, there's a Shudra performing austerities. Then he said, how can a Shudra perform austerities? Kill him. Because he is situated in his own Maryada. And the washerman, he said something that, oh Ram, how can you accept Sita again? They say he left Sita in the forest. But Krishna, did he ever do such things? They collected so many things. They complained so many times. You see, they stopped the gopis. We'll break your legs, don't go to see him. And they locked the door. And she said, alright, you can own this body, but by my soul I'm going to meet Krishna. And what Yogmaya do? She made one deity there in their homes, and then in one other form she arranged that she go meet Krishna. So Krishna himself, Krishna, he distributes this rasa, makes everyone full of ras, and he gives them this mamata. Anya mamata Vishnu mamata premata dikha. Prem characterized by mamata, mindness. And other kinds of sadhan, there's one has to do so much sadhan. But this amando udaya daya, this kind of daya, compassion, does not lead to any kind of material auspiciousness or inauspiciousness. I say this Jir Swami there. Then Prabhupada Saraswati, he requested Mahaprabhu, kindly give me a place at your lotus feet. I know I wish to leave you. Because Mahaprabhu, no matter how much he tried to conceal himself, still Mahaprabhu could not conceal his identity. Because how can he hide himself from the bhaktas? Because the sun has risen, how long can the clouds cover the sun? One day the clouds will have to disperse, the sun will shine forth. So Mahaprabhu tried to conceal his identity by being a sannyasi, but how could he hide himself? So Prabhu Saraswati, he said, I want to come with you. Then he said, you go to Vrindavan, and then you should fulfill what I have come to give. What is that? You see, you have to glorify the bhaktas. Their magnanimity. Oh, this is Bhagavan. He'll have to manifest all these things. Then, when he came to Vrindavan, where did he stay? He stayed sometimes in Kamyavan. He has Bhajan Kutir there. Sometimes in Kaliyadaha. Sometimes in Govardhan. Stay all over Raj. And by Mahaprabhu's desire, he distributed all the glories of Radharani and manifested them in his books. You see, such a special Acharya he is. So Gopal, he said, no, I want to only stay with you. Mahaprabhu, he said, no. You see, your parents are Vaishnavas, you serve them. And when they leave, then you can come. And they said, oh, Gopal Bhatta, he said, oh, my parents leave this world quickly so that I can go meet Mahaprabhu. Then he started chanting so many mantras, doing so much kirtan, that his parents were thinking, how can my parents be delivered? Saying, oh Ranganath, take my parents away quickly, take them away quickly to Golok Vrindavan, then I can go meet Mahaprabhu then. Then seeing how restless Gopal Bhatta became, then his parents, they quickly left their bodies. And when Mahaprabhu heard that he is coming, Gopal, he said, don't come to Jagannath Puri. If you want to come, go to Vrindavan. I have offered you to Rup and Sanatan. Raghunath Bhatta is there, Raghunath Das is there. You have to stay with them. And so when he came there, he was saying, oh Mahaprabhu, how can I stay away from you? He said, no, I'll also come there to Vrindavan quickly. Make a place for me. When Mahaprabhu, he said, he gave he sent his Uttariya, his door kopin, Bahirvas, his asan. He gave everything to Gopal. He said, I'm giving you my own swarup now. But still Gopal Bhatta suffering so much separation. And then from Vrindavan he went to crossing Dehradun into Nepal. This Gandaki Nadi is present. Because wherever Prabhu is, then so there when he was bathing, he found this Saligram Shila. He bought this Saligram Shila. He didn't want to bring it, but still this Saligram Shila would not leave him. Then he brought this Saligram Shila Vrindavan and started serving. So on Nrsimha Chaturdashi, whole night he was awake, doing Apasya, Upavas, doing Kirtan. He said, "Oh Prabhu, you appeared from a pillar. You're present everywhere." And he started praying to Mahaprabhu. "Oh Prabhu will not give darshan. How can I stay alive?" So when Nrsimha Jayanti finished, then in the morning, when he was doing his Nitya-archan, then he saw there was no longer Saligram Shila. There was a beautiful deity there, present. And his feet resembled Madan Mohan, his chest resembled Gopinath, his face resembled Govindadev. And everyone came to have darshan of this deity, saying, "Oh, Thakurji is himself manifest, self-manifest deity." I said, "What is his name of this deity?" I said, "I don't know. But I know one thing, that Radha Krishna Pranavitya Lajan Shakti Rasma Ekad Manabhuvav Deha Vedam Gatav Tau Tadam Chakyam Tam Radhavati Soditam Naumi Krishna Sarupam. So is the combined form of Radha and Krishna. There he is Antar Krishna Bahir Gaur. Internally is Krishna, but here is Antar Gaur Bahir Krishna. Externally is Krishna, Antar is Gaur. Because in Vrindavan, Radharani is always hiding. She will not appear. She is very shy. She will not come in front of everyone. Therefore she is hiding within Krishna's heart. So that she is hiding within Krishna's complexion. So that no one can see her within Krishna's heart. Hiding in this cave of Krishna's heart. Now, his name will be Radharaman. Because Radharani is inside and Raman Bihari is outside. And that is Radharani outside, but internally is Krishna as Mahaprabhu. But here the opposite. Therefore, and Mahaprabhu said, "Now I come before you. Now are you happy?" And we started serving Radharaman. And he started wrote so many rules. Who will serve? So when he was going to Nepal, Gandaki, there was a Brahmin boy near Dehradun. There was a village. So he was staying there. This Brahmin, they served him so much. They prayed that when you return, please come and stay in our house. Because their house was on the way. He had to walk all the way. Then he came turned, they said, "Oh, we don't have any son. Kindly give us this blessing that we have a son. Then that son we'll offer in your seva." And they had a boy. His name was Gopinath. And then they engaged him in Gopal Bhatta Goswami's seva. So Gopinath also served Radharaman. So then they had another son called Damodar. So Damodar, he became a householder, while Gopinath, he remained lifelong brahmachari. So when Gopinath, he called Damodar his younger brother, he said, "No, you carry on the seva." But they made a rule that in Sanskar Deepika, in Satkriya Sar Deepika, in Satsandarbha, Hari Bhakti Vilas, you see, Satsandarbha is based on what he escalated, Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And he did everything, he gave to Sanatan Goswami, and he manifested Sanatan Goswami's name. And there was only one Sandarbha, and he gave it to Jiva Goswami. Then he divided into 6 parts. You know the Satsandarbhas. And he was so humble. Kaviraj Goswami wanted to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. He said, don't mention my name. Prabhu said, don't mention my name anywhere. But then, for Mahaprabhu's according desire, they mentioned Gopal Bhatta Goswami's name in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhu Saraswati Thakur, he said, don't mention my name. So therefore his name is not mentioned in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Therefore some devotees are saying many things. Then right now, even his granthas, there's someone else has taken. They said this is our granthas. They're saying, how can you claim that this book has been written by Premananda Saraswati Thakur? Filed court cases against each other. You see, even all these books are being stolen away now. Therefore, in Bhakti Thakur's Kirtan, it is said, Bhakti Thakur's name is always written in starting and end. Even Bhakti Thakur's name is written in the end. Or else they take even these Kirtans away. In all places the names are mentioned. You see, all the publications that are taking place, Jiva Goswami beginning from, he has written his name at the end. Because in the future, someone might take it, they might take one page away. And like you've seen here, many books are published. And someone, they remove the certain pages and then they put their names, publish them. And they publish it in their own name. In this way, kept the name and then removed everything else. So how can you understand when they publish in another language? They say Prabhu Saraswati has written so many books. Kunjalila Rahasya Radha Rasudhanidhi, Padyavali, so many granthas. They say they took everything away. They say they're fighting court cases now. But Prabhu Saraswati, he gave Diksha to Gopal Bhatta Goswami because he has written that my Diksha Guru is Prabhu Saraswati. So in the morning, we published these small books on Sat Goswamis. There, we have written this Mangalacharan, some shlokas, some 8 or 9 shlokas. 8 new shlokas we have written. There it's mentioned about Gopal Bhatta Goswami's life and all these shlokas. Or else these things will be lost after 2 or 3 days. And just take some syllables here and there and publish it in their own names. Saying we published it. But this Mool Tattva, this Prem Sambandha cannot be had by this. You see, even if you make a golden building, if you don't have concrete or steel iron, how can the building stay? Externally you may say something, but where is the substance, which is Prem Bhakti? Can you give Prem Bhakti by such things? If you are following Anuvatya, then everything is easy, because then the flow is flowing. I am not saying that we are saying, or you are doing. As Guru Varga's Kripa, they have manifested themselves. What can we possibly do? You have seen, they even make fools great scholars. One can make anything, he can do anything. He can do the impossible, possible, possible, impossible. So Prabhu Saraswati, he initiated Gopal Bhatta, raised him up, taught him everything. He became very qualified. Therefore, they said, who is? You see, even know this tilak. They left Ekadashi behind. But still, tilak is also like Gaudiya Vaishnava tilak. This they cannot leave behind. Still, this fight is going on. So his wealth of Mahaprabhu's praying. Mahaprabhu, first of all, he preached there in South India, and after meeting Ramananda Rai, this Tattagata Vichar and this Vaishishta, this was preserved in Sri Rangam. And then he met Buddhists, Jains, he went at Dashant, Padmanabh, Tiruvananthapuram, went to Udupi, went all over South India. 6 years he was present in South India. He learned all the pilgrimage places. Went to Pandarapuram, Pune, everywhere. And from all these places, Prabhupada Thakur, he established footprints of Mahaprabhu, Pathpit. And Prabhupada also, he went all over South India. All over India he went. He also went to the birthplace in Nimbarkacharya's birthplace, Saliabad. Guru Maharaj's centennial, his sevaks, they collected all these things of Prabhupada's life. Because after Prabhupada's disappearance, so many granthas, they were thrown inside the Ganga. So anyhow, they collected everything, or else where could all these things be had? So say, Mahaprabhu was preaching. For 4 months he stayed in Sri Rangam. Then Mahaprabhu's mercy, Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, then even that will be published. This 4 months stay in Chaturmasya. Because so much research is going on now. So all these things will be published. Then Bhagwan's avatar is it takes time for Bhagwan to descend. But by Mahaprabhu's mercy, all these things will be gradually revealed. Now we'll stop. Tomorrow we'll continue. Nandiri